Hello, today I'll be reviewing this Bissell Zing. It's a lightweight bagless canister vacuum. This is in black and citrus lime, but it comes in other colors. I will go over the pros and cons of this vacuum, and then I'll share 2 secret tips, so stay tuned for that. I've had this vacuum for a couple months now. It's pretty great being that it's bagless. I don't have to worry about any of the dirt and the price that comes with replenishing bags. It's really easy. You just take this canister when it's filled, you can empty it. Typically I like to empty it after each time, but I left some stuff in here after the last time just to show where everything flows into the vacuum. Now this is a pretty interesting vacuum because it's a it's a lightweight, and it's good for hardwood and carpet. All you have to do is just press on this. You can press on this with your foot to adjust it. And if you look down here, what that is doing is it's raising and lowering this piece right here and this piece right here so that it can work better on carpet or hardwood. Now that is kind of a loud click, which might be too much for some people. It is quite loud. So that could be a con for some people who are sensitive to noise, loud noises. The nice thing about this, the bottom doesn't have any of the spinning pieces that some of the heavy duty vacuums have. I have a Dyson vacuum and it has the spinning pieces. So this isn't as dangerous as some of those if you get your finger caught in, although you shouldn't mess with this when it's plugged in, right? Because you don't want it to accidentally catch you. So this is the hose attachment right here. I've added this so you can see this is quite long. You can be pretty far from this, which the cord is pretty long. So with the one vacuum, you should be able to clean an entire room without having to move too much, right? You just grab the end, vacuum wherever you're going. This will follow and stay connected to the wall the whole time. There's a little feature here which allows you to adjust the suction. So if it's all the way closed, you'll have maximum suction. If you open it partially and then all the way, it'll reduce the suction that makes it to the end because some of the air will be lost here. And that is my first secret tip, is being able to adjust the suction is really good if you're going to vacuum things like curtains or anything that's kind of delicate. If you decrease the suction, it will actually help you in cleaning that surface or that fabric without ruining it. So this is a nice feature to have. I think this might be the only vacuum that I have that has this feature. So that's really nice. Unfortunately, I don't have too many curtains in my house, so I don't use it all that often. As you can see, this is where it attaches. So this is the normal length of the hose, but as you can see, you can extend it. There is another attachment end, which is for an edging tool. So just your standard edging tool. I don't have that around here right now, but that works for if you're going into crevices or small areas like this. You can get that really easily. All right, so coming over to the vacuum, it's really simple. There is a filter. You'll want to change that, clean it, and then make sure it's dry if it gets too dirty. I think the manual says to do it every 3 or 4 months. I can't recall offhand, but that is the second tip, is to clean that regularly. Make sure that it dries overnight. At least 24 hours is what I would say, so that you don't have any moisture building up in that, any mold or mildew or anything like that. But it is a pretty simple unit. It's pretty lightweight. I can pick it up with one hand. This is the cord section here. So I like that the cord is self-contained in the unit. Unlike most other vacuums where you have to wrap the cord around to get it to go to tidy it up. This, you could just pull it out and then you can press this. Now normally this is kind of a third tip, is you can press this and it will retract. What I would say for better wear and tear of the unit, if you can grab this and kind of guide it with your hand so it doesn't retract at full force, that will help prolong the usage of this and make sure that it's in better condition over the long term. This is the power button. You can easily press this with your finger. It's not plugged in, so it's not going to do anything. Or you can press it with your foot, which is really nice that it's colored like that. It's obvious to see. It's a big button. You can't really miss it. So this is really good for elderly people who maybe not have the flexibility to bend down and reach it with their hand, but maybe they don't have the dexterity to lift their foot and press a small button like you might have on other vacuums. So this is good. It's not super high up, so this should be big enough that elderly without as much flexibility or dexterity can hit this. As you can see here, there's a button here. You just press this, it comes off, and then you press that little button when you want to dump it in the bin. So really easy to empty. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and plug this in and kind of show how it works. One thing to note, though, is the volume of this vacuum. This vacuum is pretty loud. I have a Dyson full size that I usually use when I'm doing full house cleaning, and this is louder than that. So I'm just going to warn you beforehand, when I turn it on, it is going to be quite loud. It'll probably be louder for me than you, but if you have headphones and your volume's up, just hear the warning. So there's a lot of suction in here. The vacuum works really well. One thing I will note as kind of a con is that it does seem to use quite a lot of power. I don't have a way to actually measure, but you may have noticed when I turned the power on, the lights in this room sort of flickered. And that doesn't happen with any of my other vacuums. So like I said, I have a full-size Dyson. It doesn't do that. I have a lightweight or a featherweight. I think it's I don't know what brand it is actually, but I have a featherweight vacuum. Neither of those other vacuums use as much power, it seems. So this seems to be kind of a power hog, but it might be worth it because it really does the trick when vacuuming. When I use this, it gets everything. Don't have to worry about it. I typically use this when I'm cleaning just one floor of my house because my full-size vacuum is so heavy that I don't like to get it out unless I'm doing like an entire house cleaning. So if I'm just cleaning one room that is carpeted or has different surfaces, like this room has this mat, the bathroom just outside has some tile, or some laminate. And so this works really good for the multiple surfaces in a single floor, or if I'm just doing a small area. If I'm purely doing hardwood in a small room, I'll use the lightweight. So it depends. This is kind of a good in-between. This is very versatile. But that is about all I have to say about this. It is a great vacuum, and I hope this video was useful, and thank you for watching.